Well, February is ending with a powerful blast of winter weather as one of the biggest storms of the season arrives. Good evening. I'm Laura Painter.
And I'm Chris Thomas. Thanks for joining us. Here's the deal. The storm is making for some dangerous conditions in the Sierra. I want you to take a look at this. This truck blocked all lanes for several hours on I-80. Look at that on its side today. They had to hold traffic at the Donner Lake interchange. CHP says the driver does have minor injuries tonight, and their message is simple. Please stay home. Stay away from the mountains and keep you and your family safe. That's why we do have live team coverage tonight. Meteorologist Carly Gomez is standing by with a look at timing and the major impact of this storm.
But first, we start with our Garshpal Sangha live along Highway 50 in Twin Bridges. And Garshpal, the roads are dicey right now. Walk us through what you're seeing.
Yeah, Chris and Laura, it's the intensity that has really been changing over the past few hours. Right now, it's sort of picked up over the last 10 minutes, and just as we think it's going to continue, it sort of lets up. But it's not as strong as what we dealt with just a few hours ago. But as you can see, the snow is continuing to come down. But you can take a look down here. It's that wet type of snow that is sticking to the ground. And it's the snow that where you can make a snowball, snowman, snow angels. And that is what has officials concerned, is that it's sticking to the road, and snow plows probably can't keep up as it continues its intensity. So what you're taking a look at right now, that is a chain control here along Highway 50 in Twin Bridges. It starts here, goes all the way down to Myers. So that is what officials are making sure that the roadways are clear. And this is just a start. As this storm is expected to get stronger, first responders hoping people wait this storm out before traveling to the Sierra. A crippling winter storm pummeling the Sierra as the snow and winds reducing visibility and creating dangerous driving conditions. The California Highway Patrol helping some drivers get over the pass, or cleaning up I-80 after a solo big rig traffic collision, which forced all lanes of eastbound traffic near Donner Lake interchange to be closed for a few hours. Conditions deteriorating into the night as the snowfall and winds picking up, causing a blizzard warning. And because of the blizzard conditions, resorts like Sierra at Tahoe closing for their Friday operations during the most intense part of the storm. Some planning early and getting over the pass before the conditions worsened. Like this group of friends from Peru, but living in the Bay Area, seeing the snow for the first time. You guys are a spontaneous bunch. So what made you decide at 1 a.m., hey, let's go to the Sierra?
They say, hey, you know what? Don't worry about that. We're just going to pay for everything. We're going to pay for the car. I said, well, I can say no to that, right?
I always wanted to see the snow. I am with my best friends, so I will never forget to say it.
CHP South Lake Tahoe says the window has closed for Sierra travel.
We really suggest traveling is out. Don't get too cocky out there. And if you're one of those people who is not confident driving in the snow, you're not comfortable driving in the mountains, I really, really discourage you from driving up to Lake Tahoe this weekend.
And back out here live along Highway 50 in Twin Bridges. But if you must travel, make sure you have water, food, warm clothes, a blanket in case you get stranded. And when chain controls are in effect, like it is here on Highway 50, also on I-80, the speed limit here on Highway 50 when chain controls are in effect is 25 miles per hour. Over on 80 is 30 miles per hour. But again, officials discouraging any travel until this storm has passed. Chris and Laura.
Yeah, Garshpal, just looking at that road behind you, this is certainly not a time or a weekend to take any chances. We want to emphasize, if you can just wait it out, stay home. It's going to be a busy weather weekend ahead, especially for the high country. Garshpal Sangha, thank you. So let's get things over to meteorologist Carly Gomez. What are you seeing as well?
Yeah, a lot of the showers that pushed through the valley just hours ago are now making their way into areas of the foothills, coming in pretty heavy when it comes to rainfall. And now a lot of that rainfall beginning to start shifting to snowfall as that elevation drops just a little bit more, especially into the early morning hours. We could see some of that snowfall dropping as low as about 4,000 feet. Currently, we're around 5,500 feet to 6,000 feet. But taking a look at all that snow that's continuing to pile up, we're getting some breaks in the valley when it comes to the showers, but we will continue to get more of them moving in through your Friday. Heavy rain as well as snowfall expected Friday. We're really tapping into a plume of moisture here into the Pacific. The first low pressure system has really created that deep trough for us, and now the one behind it will continue to shift down, even strengthening more of that cold air that's going to come in. and bringing those elevation levels further down the mountain, as we can expect them to drop as low as even 1,000 feet. Now, the peak wind gusts today, check this out. We're looking at around 45 to 59-mile-per-hour wind gusts, but at some of the peaks, we have been seeing them much higher. The valley, 25 to about 45 miles per hour, and this may be a little bit hard to see, but this is Lake Tahoe area, and we have been seeing some of the gusts at about 8,500 feet in elevation, around 143 to 145 mile-per-hour wind gusts at the peaks. Of course, that's way up there. Nobody's up there, but just to kind of put that in perspective for you, that jet stream way up there really targeting areas of the Sierra. Now, the blizzard warning that's in effect will last until about 10 a.m. on Sunday. For the northern through the central Sierra, it is a wide span area for blizzard conditions, and the valley a wind advisory in effect until Saturday morning. The biggest concerns is that low visibility and potential for disorientation that could occur in the Sierra because of blizzard conditions. Power outages could last very long, as it's going to be hard to get anyone in there to help out. And then heavy snow loading on the rooftops and dropping trees down will also be a huge concern. We'll talk more about what to expect for the rest of the weekend coming up.
Carly, thank you. And as Garjpal mentioned, chain controls are now in effect on I-80. Keep in mind, chains are required from Nyack to Truckee. Police are pleading with people to stay home, but if you need to travel, be sure to research chain locations before you go. Meanwhile, the blizzard conditions could be deadly, and that's why officials are not taking any chances.
Some schools even let out early today, and they're waiting to decide their plans for tomorrow. ABC 10's Devin Truby has a closer look from Truckee tonight.
Steady snowfall in the Sierra, a mix of light snow to an icy rain, not enough to plow, but according to John Mix, perfect snowshoeing conditions.
Sounds great. You know, it's just a lot of snow. The mountains need it, make for a nice long season. So bring us a bunch of snow these next 4 days, please, and we'll have plenty more ski days this season.
We caught up with a group near Emerald Bay and South Lake Tahoe, folks from the Bay Area and San Diego descending on the Sierra for the snow.
Our intention is to get out for a 2 or 3 mile walk.
See you guys! That excitement shared by Nicholas Bonin and his mom, Annette Sanchez, who are house sitting in Truckee with plans to snowboard.
She's ready to get snowed in. We're going to go get some food.
I can't wait. We're just the last stop for supplies.
Meanwhile, the Tahoe Truckee Unified School District not wanting to take the risk. Thursday was an early dismissal day, giving families time to stock up and get home safely.
This year we have 5 snow days built into our schedule, absolutely. And actually next year we have 7 days built in, just because the last few years we have had so many snow days.
The school district says depending upon when you signed up for notifications, you'll get a call or a text at 5 or 6 a.m. to let you know if it's a snow day, an early dismissal, or if school is going to continue as usual.
That's good to know, Devin. Thank you. So here's a look further up the Sierra on I-80. This is Castle Peak. As you can see, difficult driving conditions. The roads white and covered with snow, and it's only expected to get worse. Nevada County says it's prepared for this dangerous storm, asking people to take this seriously and be ready for anything. Yeah, the Emergency Operations Center is actually up and running. The big challenges will be high winds, heavy rain, and falling trees that could take out power. The county's now working with Nevada City, Truckee, Grass Valley, and others to try and keep folks safe. That includes PG&E.
A lot of work is underway. We're bringing in additional crews. We will be establishing laydown yards to bring in more materials, because we anticipate quite a lot of materials are going to be needed for this job. And Nevada County Road Service says they will be busy.
We have 236 miles of road that we have routine plow routes on. So we have equipment that is strategically pre-placed in the field. Just like this piece of equipment behind me, it has chains on it to help with the traction.
And we're told crews are now working 24-hour operations. And keep in mind, you can still sign up for Code Red or call 211 to sign up for emergency service. In Amador County, people spent the day getting ready for the storm. Many people living at higher elevations made the drive down Highway 88 to stores in Jackson today. Most people were stocking up on essentials like water, propane, and snacks.
Just grabbing up some groceries to try to get prepped for the storm. We're not going to be able to get out for a few days.
The Amador County Sheriff's Office has opened up an operations center to monitor the storm and has positioned equipment to get to snowed-in residents if needed. As we continue to track this storm, a reminder, the ABC 10 app is the best way for you to stay informed on hourly and daily forecasts. You can also upload weather photos and video. You just might see them on air. It's free to download wherever you get your apps, and don't forget to turn on notifications.